There was a lot of doom and gloom around the Oilers this time last week. They had just lost Game 3 of the Stanley Cup final to the Florida Panthers, their third loss in a row, and faced a steep climb to get back in the series. But what a difference a few days makes. The Oilers have won the last 2 games and could send the series to a deciding 7th game with a win tonight at home. This morning, Oilers coach Kris Knoblauch shared some numbers about his team's playoff run that could give fans some hope they could actually pull it off.
I got a stat from our video crew, our stats guys, this morning about in elimination games, whether we're facing elimination or we can put a team out for their elimination. We're 6-0. We've averaged 4.5 goals for and 1.8 against. And I think this just likes the big stage. They like the big moments, and yeah, they've gone with it.
The CBC's Terry Reith is in the Ice District in downtown Edmonton, and he has more on how players and fans are feeling ahead of tonight's crucial game.
Just something for you to think about here. This is day 254 of the Oilers season. It has been a long season. It is already summertime. This will definitely be the last home game in Edmonton. The question is whether they can make it to that Game 7 in Florida. The Oilers certainly think that they can. They believe they have the momentum in this series, coming back from that 3-0 deficit to make it a 3-2 series right now. Now, we heard Paul Maurice. The Oilers spoke to us a little earlier in the day, and Zach Hyman, he's had 15 goals in the playoffs, 21 points overall. He is having a great playoff series, but he talked about what the Oilers had to do to dig themselves out of that 3-0 deficit.
We thought that after those 3 games, we deserved better than to be down 3-0, but there are no moral victories in hockey. We were in this situation that we were in, but if there was ever a team that could crawl out of it, we believed that it could be us. Just the way that the season's gone, the way that we've played while facing adversity, the way we played while facing elimination, we just feel that we can do it.
They feel that they can do it. Now, let's be clear. The Oilers are still facing elimination tonight. We heard Paul Maurice earlier talking about how the Panthers are planning to come out fighting. So this is going to be one exciting game tonight in Edmonton.
I imagine it's going to be very exciting right where you are, Terry, in the Ice District there. Such an incredible gathering place for fans. What have you been hearing from fans ahead of this game?
Well, the fans here are absolutely pumped. Even when they were down 3-0, the fans were still really on side. Watching this team, they really have a lot of confidence in this team. Now, this place that I am, the Ice District Plaza, the game doesn't start for hours. Already we're seeing people showing up in their jerseys, getting ready for just soaking up the ambiance here. It's going to be loud. It's going to be loud in that building back there, but it's also going to be loud here and in the fan park just across the way. And there's a band playing tonight, The Beaches. We've had Shania Twain earlier, Our Lady Peace. So really big night starting in just a few hours here in Edmonton. Jacqueline.
That's the CBC's Terry Reith in Edmonton. Edmonton Oilers goaltender Stuart Skinner was just 7 years old when the Oilers last made the Stanley Cup final in 2006. Now the Edmonton-born goalie is a hometown hero, particularly after his performances in the last 2 games. And the town is rooting for him. One of those people rooting for him in particular is Jaret Peel, Skinner's former high school coach and the director of the Louis Saint Laurent Hockey Academy. And he joins us from Edmonton. Thanks so much for making time for us, Jaret.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Exciting day.
Our reporter, Terry Reith, was just talking about the excitement in Edmonton right now. What are you seeing? What are you hearing among, the kids that you're coaching?
Well, it's just so exciting right now. Like just even going through the hallways in the school this morning, teachers are high-fiving as they are walking by. You see everyone with their Oiler jerseys. My son and daughter, they're talking about it. They have an Oiler jersey day at their school. So I think everyone's involved today to make sure that, like Magoo said and like Hyman said just in his previous interview, is we believe we can get it done. And we will tonight.
And the people of Edmonton, I mean, I know a lot of Canadians are watching on the edge of their seat this series, but the people of Edmonton have this, this connection, obviously, because it's the Oilers, but you have this extra connection that you coached Skinner in high school. And I just wonder what it's like to see him so close to the cup right now.
It's just amazing just to see how like calm he is in interviews with all the pressure being a hometown boy. And I'm sure he's getting phone calls and text messages and emails constantly every day. There's thousands and thousands of people in Edmonton that knows him very well and are now on board and making sure that they root for him to make sure he plays well. And like a lot of us, we're excited. We're a little bit nervous, but we know like once he makes those first couple saves, it's going to be uphill from there. And so, I'm nervous right now, but I'm more excited for the Oilers and see how we do tonight.
Did you think back when you were coaching him that, this kid has got it? This kid is going to make it to the NHL one day?
Well, I knew he was going to make it to the next level. He was just too talented not to the NHL. It's a very tough league to make and crack. And I think the one great thing that Stuart Skinner is he's just battled all along. He's battled from when he played bantam into junior hockey, and his battles when he went to the AHL and Bakersfield, and then even in his NHL, he's had to battle along with, some doubters wondering if he's an NHL goalie and kind of kicking him down a little bit. And, he's battled through those tough times, and he showed everyone his true talent and what hard work can do.
Have you seen anything of a Skinner effect? Young players perhaps thinking that, they want to be a goalie because they see Stuart Skinner and the success that he's had and the roots that he has?
Well, there's a huge effect in our school. Obviously, we have a hockey academy of just over 200 kids, and at least 30 to 40 kids in our school. They pick their jersey number every year, and we have over 74 number jerseys. My son at Christmas, all he wanted was goalie gear at Christmas time, and he was just so excited and so proud and happy that Santa gave him his hockey gear at Christmas. And so it just shows the effect of what a hometown boy living in Edmonton, growing up, going through the ranks, being a goaltender, the pressure it is, and just that it is possible. Dreams can come true just for a hometown boy, for the kids in our hockey academy, and then also, my own son, Nathan, who looks up to Stuart Skinner, maybe even more than his dad, and, wants to be a goalie and hockey player one day and make it to the NHL.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an incredible goal to have, and incredible to see someone doing it right in front of your eyes. I mean, I know as a coach, they're supposed to learn from you, but I wonder, looking back, is there anything that you learned from coaching Stuart Skinner, or perhaps that you reflect on now on that level?
One of the biggest things is just his his ability to overcome challenges and the hardships in his life. And, when people kind of kick him down, and he's kind of builds himself up and he gets back to work and he keeps going at it. And I just, even I remember when I was coaching him, and I actually scored a couple goals. So one of the few people have probably scored a couple goals, and I chirp him and get in his grill a little bit, and I told him if I can get in your head, anyone can get in your head. And so maybe I have a small piece to play in how tough he is mentally as a player and as a human being. You see it in his interviews, whether we win or we lose, how calm he is as a goalie. And just for his teammates, it's just such a calming, knowing that your goalie is ready and willing to make that next save and win the game for his team.
Yeah, I wonder, when you think about the idea of pucks flying at your face at that speed, I mean, it's not something that I would want. I guess it sounds like your son's interested in it, but it would take a special kind of character to not only want to do that, but to be able to be in this sort of situation like this under so much pressure.
Yeah, I think for him, growing up with 9 siblings, like he was the littlest of the bunch. And so he was kind of thrown in goal when they played street hockey games, and he loved it. I'm not sure Sam, his dad, liked it too much. Him in net taking pucks from his older siblings and getting, bruises all day, but getting back up the next day and getting put back into net. But those times back when he was younger is sure paying off right now for the Oilers.
Yeah, they might have got knocked down a bit in those first 3 games, but they got back up and they are fighting. So we'll watch and see how much further the Oilers can take it. Jaret, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate hearing your memories with him.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm just really proud of Stuart Skinner. I wish him all the best, and I know he's going to get it done for the city. So let's go Oilers.
Okay, Jaret, thanks so much. That's Jaret Peel, Skinner's former high school coach and director of Louis Saint Laurent's Hockey Academy.